Texas Congressman Kevin Brady chairs the House Ways and Means Committee. He's with me now. And, sir, thank you for your time today, and good morning to you.
Thank you, Bill. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's what they're going with?
Taxes in Texas, yes, that's what they went with. I mean, it's a nod to the cuts. That's the implication. You have a lot of power over this as the chairman of this committee. What do you like about what you have seen from the White House?
The answer is a lot. The president's going bold. We think that's important to get us competitive again in the 21st century. And I think the most important thing we heard was that the White House is throwing its political capital behind tax reform. This is the first time in 30 years we've had the White House, the House, and the Senate committed to delivering pro-growth tax reform. And the other thing I think you heard yesterday was we're going to work together with the House and Senate on one plan so we can unite behind not just the core principles, which are, I think, right on target, but on the details to make this go forward. So I'm excited about rolling up our sleeves, getting to work with the President and the Senate.
Listen, you've been waiting this for some time. Flip it around. Sir. What don't you like?
Well, look, we started 80% common ground in this, which is a great foundation to start with. I like a lot of this. We've just got to work through some big issues, I think, going forward.
Such
For
as?
example, well, obviously, we want to get the rates down for businesses, large or small, as low as we can get. I still think, I'm convinced, actually, that the greatest growth for the greatest number of years comes about when tax reform is first bold, second, it balances in the budget, and third, it's built to last. It's permanent because done right, permanent tax reform doubles the growth of temporary tax reform. So we've got a lot of work to do. I'm absolutely confident we can get this done.
Let me show viewers a little bit of what's in it, okay? What's proposed anyway. 3 tax brackets, 10, 25, and 35%. Lowers for everybody. I think that's a reduction from 7 that is currently today. Married couples will not pay taxes on the first $24,000 of income. You repeal the death tax and repeal the 3.8% Obamacare surtax. Given that, what do you think can get through Congress?
Look, I think those are, the House and the White House is on exactly the same page on those provisions. And so here, I think going with the lowest tax rates for our job creators in modern history is critical. Making it so easy, fair and simple, 9 out of 10 Americans can file using a postcard-style system is exactly what Americans want. And then busting up the IRS and redesigning, I think, another key feature of this. Look, I think these are bold measures that can pass the House and Senate and get the President's desk.
Do you think it's significant the ideas came from the White House, considering what Republicans especially went through about a month ago in health care?
Yes, I do. I think one of the lessons learned is the sooner we get together on one page with the Senate and the White House and the House together, the better, especially since, you know, pundits always believe tax reform is impossible. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, and I don't know that it recreates itself in our lifetime. And so, right now, I think we start the closest to tax reform we've been in a generation. And I'll just tell you, from what I know of the President and his team and the Senate as well, everyone's committed to delivering on this.
Yeah, last question on this. Gary Cohn yesterday in the briefing room made a point of stressing that these are principles offered by the White House. How long before we get specifics?
So it depends. We're going to go to work right now, roll up our sleeves. You know, the House blueprint that we released last summer, we share, again, so much common ground. We've been developing those ideas. Treasury and Director Cohn has been developing their ideas as well. So this is just goes to the hard work portion of tax reform. So over the weeks and maybe months ahead.
Maybe months, right?
We'll
I mean, listen, before you could have it, this is massively complicated. You agree with that,
it's
right?
Tough stuff,
no question. If that's the case, is this August? Is it September? Is it beyond that, do you think?
Yes. So I'm not focused on the month. I'm focused on the year, this year, for tax reform.
Kevin Brady, thank you for your time. Please come on back, okay?
Thank you, Bill.
A long way ahead. Thank you.